Good morning, David.
Good morning, Salim.
David, we have been discussing a lot of issues and questions related to risk management.
It's been fun, hasn't it? Great.
Of course, yes. Till now, it's very, very interesting. But what is the future of risk management?
Well, does risk management have a future? That's a very interesting and important question for us as risk professionals. If we claim that risk management delivers benefits, is helpful to individuals, to project teams, to organizations, to society and nations, where is it going from here? I know you're a scientist, you're a physicist, and so maybe I can use some of your language to as an illustration. Where is the universe going? Now, scientists have different views about the future of the universe. Some people talk about an expanding universe. So the universe will continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger forever. And that's one possibility for the risk management universe. It may be that risk management continues to expand and expand and expand. It covers more and more areas. We had technical risk management in the early days, then we had safety risk, and then financial risk and environmental risk. Yes. Now we have risk-based decision making, we have risk-based investments, risk-based auditing. More and more things are coming into the area of risk. We have risk-based remuneration, risk-based reward schemes for executives and for team members. More and more things are being encompassed in the world of risk, and it's not just about technical solutions anymore. So maybe the risk management world will continue to expand and expand and expand until everything is risk management. And all you need to do in any activity or any area of enterprise or an area of life is you just have to manage the risk, and everything else will be fine. So it could be that risk management becomes everything. That it's not that we have risk specialists, but we're all risk specialists, because all we need to do in life is to manage the uncertainty that matters, and everything else will be fine. So that's one possibility. The other possibility is that after expanding, there's going to be a big crunch. You know, some people think there was a big bang at the beginning which started everything off and we expand. And some people think that there will come a point where we've expanded, the universe has expanded so far that it collapses in on itself. And that's called the big crunch. And that might happen to risk management, that we become as big as we can be in terms of influence. And then people say, you know, we don't need this stuff. There's a crash in interest in risk management. That it's old, it's something from the 1900s. You know, it doesn't really affect our new technology, our new thinking, our new dynamic society and the way that we operate in businesses. It's old management. And we're having new thinking which doesn't require risk. And so there may be a crash and risk management might disappear because nobody thinks they need it anymore. So one possibility is expanding, and in a sense risk management disappears as a specialism because everybody does it. It's just a natural thing to do. Another possibility is the big crunch, where there comes a point where people say we don't want to do this anymore and it disappears. There is another view of the universe which is a cyclic view that says that the universe expands and contracts and then expands again. And maybe it goes in waves and gets bigger and contracts a little and then gets bigger and contracts a little. And maybe these cycles take a very long time. And maybe that's how risk management is going to go. That we'll expand, and we're in an expanding phase at the moment in terms of attention to risk management, interest in risk management, areas of application of risk management constantly increasing. And it's expanding, and there may come a point where people say, I think we're spending too much effort on this. There must be other things that are important. Perhaps we should just dial back a little the effort that we put into risk management, and it will contract a little. And then people will realize that, do you know, when we used to do risk management, life was easier, we found more opportunities, we had fewer threats turning into problems. Perhaps we should just look at it again and start to do it a little bit more than we are currently, and then the contraction will turn again into an expansion. And it may be that we have that kind of wave of interest in risk management. Who knows? I can't see the future any more than you can.
But where are we today? Are we expanding?
I think so. Do you not?
Okay.
I think there is an increasing interest in risk management. We're developing qualifications and certifications. There are professional bodies in risk management. There are training courses. There are doctorates and master's courses in risk management. We're applying risk management in multiple fields, from science and engineering through to art and society. We're finding that more and more countries are interested in risk management. It's becoming widespread around the world. Every industry sector, from the media and sport through to science and technology and construction and everything in between, pharmaceuticals, everybody is learning how to do risk management, and I believe it's growing. And that's what's most exciting to me as a risk specialist, having done it for 35 years. Still to find new areas of interest and new types of risk to think about and to try and manage. So I believe we're in an expansion phase now.
Yes, so we are expanding, but that means that also risk professionals increasing, the number of risk professionals.
At this stage, yes, I think so. I think there's a demand for people who specialize in risk management, who have the competencies that we talked about before,
Yes.
both in terms of personal characteristics like curiosity, attention to detail and seeing the big picture, interpersonal skills and communication, but also who have knowledge and skills in facilitation and in running workshops and in applying analytical techniques to complex situations. So I think there will be more demand. There is currently more demand for risk specialists, whether they're consultants or they're in-house risk offices like yours, whether they're people who have other positions and are part-time working in risk. I think the amount of effort given to it and interest will certainly increase. And I would hope that risk management will come out of being a specialism and will become a general competence. And I quite like the idea of expansion to the point where it encompasses everything, so we all do it. You know, it used to be with quality management in the 1980s,
Yes.
that it was the role of the quality department. You had a quality manager and a quality assurance engineer, and those guys did that thing. And then there was a revolution called total quality management, where we all realized that quality is my responsibility. For everything I do, I have to build quality into it and learn about continuous improvement and delighting the customer and zero defects. And so now quality management has become much more generalized, and we all do quality. I'm responsible
Yes.
for quality.
Yes.
I'd like to see risk management the same. There's currently risk specialists and risk departments who facilitate a risk process and are responsible for risk reporting. But if everybody sees the importance that my objectives are affected by uncertainty, so those are my risks. If they're my risks, it's my responsibility to manage them. And everybody sees that, then we don't need a risk specialist department apart from some facilitation, because it's a general competence that everyone can do it. And that includes school children and old age pensioners and artists and scientists and government people and charities. Everybody knows.
Just accept it, and normal culture is
It's
there.
just
and
part. We breathe,
Yes.
we take risk, we manage risk. We live and we die. You know, it's part of life. That's what we do.
In fact, that's, I would assume, the ultimate goal for any risk professional, where everything will be handled by everyone. It's a culture there, and that's it.
Certainly that's our goal in the Risk Doctor Partnership. As risk specialists, we don't seek to make people dependent on us. What we're seeking is to transfer skills and knowledge. So with the clients that we work with, we're saying we will help you, but then we want to give you the knowledge and skills and competencies to do it alone. So it starts with, we'll do it, you watch. Then we'll have you do it and we'll watch. Then you'll do it alone, but you can ask for help. And then you do it. And so that idea of knowledge transfer and skills transfer is very important to us. Because we're a small organization, we can't have all our clients still wanting support from us 10 years, 20 years later.
Yes.
We transfer the skills and then you manage your risks. And we're always here to help, of course.
Very, very good approach. Thank you, David.
Thank you.